boys and girls. Today we are starting a new unit in measurement, and this is review from grade 3. Today we are reviewing perimeter, and you probably remember perimeter is when we measure the outside or the rim. That's often how I remember it, the rim or outside of an object. And so they've got 3 examples here, and they're all rectangles. So let's see, what is the perimeter of the first shape? Let's call it shape 1. Well, I'm going to add up this side, which is 3, this side, which is 2, this side again down here is 3, opposite sides are equal in rectangles, and another side of 2. And if you add 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2, you should get it equal to 10 centimeters. And you can even put capital P for perimeter equals 10 centimeters. All right, let's try one more. Let's call this number 2. Just thinking, what would you add if this side is 5, the length is 5, and the width is 1? And you probably all can do this in your heads right now and tell me I would add 5 plus 5 and 1 plus 1, and the perimeter would be 12. 12 centimeters is absolutely correct. All right, awesome work. We will investigate this a little more. So, now that we've learned algebra and we've learned formulas, let's look at this idea. Formula for perimeter is length plus width plus width. So in rectangles, I can always add 1 length plus 1 length, L, and 1 width plus 1 width. Is there another way to write that? Well, I'm going to show you. It's like having 2 L's plus 2 W's, 2 lengths plus 2 widths, and that equals your perimeter, or P. Look at all that algebra we just did there. Awesome. All right, so let's calculate the perimeter in 2 ways. So let's do A and C. So way 1 would be what we maybe did in grade 3, which was we add all the sides, 4 plus 4 plus 1 plus 1, and that equals to 10 centimeters. So we could put perimeter is 10 centimeters. And then our new way with the formula, it equals 2 times the length, 2 L's, plus 2 times the width, and if I fill in where those go, 2 times 4 plus 2 times 1, that's like adding 8 plus 2, and it equals to 10 centimeters. All right, that's a little bit tricky, but I bet you that makes sense, even though it's a little bit tricky. Next one, we're looking at a big field that's 11 kilometers this way and 8 kilometers this way, and we're looking at perimeter, which is the outside of the field. And so how do we find it? Well, we could add 11 plus 8 plus 8. And you probably know that's like adding 22 plus 16. Mental math is 38 kilometers around the outside of that field. You could also use our formula, equals 2 lengths. I was going to go 2 times 11 plus 2 widths, 2 times 8. And again, you'll see it's the same thing, 22 plus 16, or 38 kilometers. So you can do it the simple way, or you can do it with a formula. Those are your 2 options for finding perimeter today. All right. Next, how would you find the perimeter of a square? Every single side on the square is the same. A square has 4 sides equal. I could just go 4 times 3 to find the perimeter in this circumstance. So that was quick. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, or 4 times 3 equals 12 centimeters for the perimeter of that square. All right, now find the perimeter of the square from side lengths. Well, once you know that in this square, one side is only 5 little millimeters long, how do you know the whole perimeter? Well, we just learned that all 4 sides are the same, so you can just times that by 4. 5 millimeters times 4 is 20 millimeters. And over here, let's do D. One side is 35 meters. Each side is 35 meters because it's a square. And if you went 35 plus 35 plus 35 plus 35, or 35 times 4, I'm just doing mental math and going 35 plus 35 is 70, plus 35 plus 35 is 70, and 70 plus 70 is 140 meters. That is the perimeter of this square. Okay, I hope you're learning all sorts of little tricks in finding perimeter today. All right, so let's see if they're going to give us a problem here, if we can solve this. The perimeter of this rectangle, so all the way around it, is 14 centimeters. The length of one side is 3 centimeters. I'm going to assume that's one of the shorter sides. 3 centimeters, that's 1. We know opposite sides are equal in a rectangle. This one must be 3. Find the lengths of the other sides. What could I possibly do if the whole thing is 14? Well, let's see. If I have 14 and I take away the 6 that is already there, I've got 8. And I know these two sides together have to equal 8. 8 divided by 2, that would be 4 and 4. Now, does this make sense? Always check if it makes sense. If this is 4 and this is 3, and this is 4 and this is 3, is the perimeter 14? And yes, it is. 7 plus 7 is 14. And so there we had to use some logical thinking in order to solve all the sides of that rectangle. All right. Okay, now, you can also find the perimeter of other shapes, but there isn't always a formula. For example, the sides of a pentagon are all 5 centimeters long. A pentagon has 5 sides. Let's see if I can do a 5-sided shape. It's upside down 5-sided, but each side is 5 centimeters long. How could I possibly find the perimeter? Well, I know there's 5 sides, and I could times that by 5 and get 25 centimeters. Or I could add 5 times, which is the same as multiplying, but I will also get 25 centimeters. We just found the perimeter, or the outside length, of a pentagon. All right. Okay, now they'll ask this one. The perimeter of a hexagon with all equal sides is 42 centimeters. Find the length of its sides. Aha, this is a problem. A hexagon has 6 sides. All 6 sides together equal to 42. I wonder what we do. This is almost an algebra question. I would say 6 times some unknown number equals to 42 centimeters. What is the side length or missing part? And I'm just going to put an S. And I bet you all of you know that 6 times 7 equals 42. So if I had 7 centimeters on each side, the perimeter would be 42 for this shape. Okay, that was a review on perimeter. Go back to DAX and find out your assignment. Have fun!